Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Shall we get back into West of Loathing? I think yes. If you recall from yesterday, we do stupid walks, which include cartwheels. And we just beat a big rock boss, so that's dope. They have, this is the camp. They said they added, something else to our map. This map is ginormous. Thank you, that Jace, by the way, for those bits before we started recording. Much appreciated for your support.
Big.
Also, thank you, Fallout Lover 5. For the follow. It makes me happy, and I hope to make you happy in return with streams and puppy dreams. Let's see what we got going on. Looks like the train moved on west. I imagine we can do the same now, too. Yup, what do you think we should do next? There's always Smee's new rail camp. He might have run into some new problems. In fact, I'd say it's practically a certainty. Any other ideas? Alyse says you should head to the Dave Yard to get the recipe the chef in Dirtwater lost. I thought we already went to Dave Yard. Ask for another suggestion. Dealing with the millinery bandits? Let's ask for another one. You should deal with the stripy hat gang over in Cavern Canyon. Okay, so we have 3 things we can work on. Hey DJ, how's it going? After watching Bear's LP, I kind of wish we were a bean person. Really? Are beans OP? Damn. Let's head over to Cavern Canyon. That sounds like a great time. Let's do it. Spooky takes a weird turn somewhere and you find yourself completely surrounded by old dead trees. Where are you? A gray mist closes in on you as Spooky marches confidently forward through the gnarled and ancient forest. You shudder. Spooky stops. Through the fog ahead you see a shape. You dismount to investigate and it reveals itself to be the shape of a pedestal topped with the shape of a book. Take the book. A chill runs down your spine as you touch the book. Introductory Nex-Mex. Nice. Nice! I'm kind of curious what a bean person can do now. I guess they sling beans and stuff. Maybe snake people have some cool power though too. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Danger! Spider! Danger, there's just a spider. Those boards can't hide you from your prying eyes or your prying crowbar. Alright, looks like we've got 3 caves to visit. Let's start with the spider one. Weapons. Yes, please. You got a fancy knife. You dig through the crate. It's mostly full of packing straw, but you find a pretty fancy knife at the bottom. You hear a sudden chittering coming from the big hole behind you. Oh, das spider. Is das spider. Medicine. You should leave right now before that spider eats you. But I mean, fine. I will, only because it said to. The door has like 15 deadbolts on it. The note tacked to it says, "Please don't open this door unless you want to get eaten by a giant spider." Even then, don't open it because the rest of us don't want to get eaten by a spider. It isn't even signed, so you can hardly be expected to take it seriously. I might open that door a little later. What's in here? You can see the gang on the other side of this big pile of junk, but you're not going to be able to get to them from this end. Maybe if you had more legs, you'd be able to pick your way through it. Maybe we ride the giant spider. Ooh. First I want to see, instead of the old, this has 5 to 6 damage. This has 7 to 9 plus 3 Moxie. It's definitely gonna take the place of the old cavalry. Yeah. Yeah. Great. Great. Alright, so I hope we can ride the spider. The tunnel behind this opening goes straight up. There's no way to get through it unless you're a huge spider. Alright. Let's try the third door and then go back to the spider. You hear a horrible skittering noise, followed by a scream, followed by more horrible skittering noises, followed by more screams, followed by some rapping noises, followed by some muffled screams. Then there's more skittering, then silence. They're wrapped up. Danger! Kitchen! Hey, buddy. This poor chef is chained to the wall. His eyes widen as you approach. Hey, you're not one of them. Are you here to rescue me? Sure! Oh, thank goodness. He thrusts his hand into yours and shakes vigorously. I'm Doug. Victoria, how do you do, Doug? Well, I've been chained up in this dank cave for weeks, cooking for those stripy-hatted idiots. That sounds awful. You want to know the worst part? There's a perfectly good oven 8 feet to my right and a shelf of perfectly good ingredients 8 feet to my left. That's rough. I know, right? There I was, fresh out of culinary school with a million meat idea in my head, and now here I am, 4 feet shy of my dreams, cooking the same pot of soup over and over again. What million meat idea? You promised not to steal my idea, right? I can't promise anything. He frowns. Well, I'm not gonna tell you my idea. Suit yourself. Wait a minute, you can't just leave me here. Come on, promise me you won't steal my idea so we can get on with this. Okay, fine, I promise. Okay then, it's a new kind of sandwich, or maybe a taco. It's so revolutionary that I'm not quite sure where it fits in the whole hand food taxonomy, to be honest. Anyway, in the middle of it, there's a sausage, but it's sausage made from the cheapest possible parts of a pig, ground up so finely that you can't identify them anymore. Okay. And it's served in a long split roll, which soaks up the grease so you can't tell how fatty the sausage is. And the best part, the name. You ready to hear the name? Sure. I call it the hot dog. What do you think? How about the hot Victoria instead? Don't be ridiculous. Hot Victoria, what does that even mean? Haha, ridiculous. Hey, there's no need to be mean about it. He sighs. Not that any of this even matters. Even if I did get off this chain, there's no point in hanging around in this empty cave making hot dogs for just myself. I don't even like the taste of them. You could set up a shot in dirt water. Shoot him. Brilliant, you're a genius, Victoria. Hot dogs for sale, all day, every day. I'll make a mint. Say, there's an idea. What if I added mint to the sausage mixture? You help him break his chains. He leaves the cave, hauling the oven and the shelf full of ingredients, muttering to himself about new sausage recipe. That's that then. Alright, I guess that's all that was in here. The gang has been prepped for spider consumption. Arrest them. You stack the cocoons on the back of your horse except for one, which Alyse carries in her medical bag. He was smaller than he looked. And head back to the dirt water gel. Turn him in. I guess we could have, maybe I should have waited. And, maybe ridden the spider. Is that the Stripy Hat Gang? What happened to them? They had a run-in with a giant spider of justice. Fortunately, the reward for results rather than explanations. All right. Groovy. Cool. Cool. Let's take care of this one next. Black Hat Bandits for horse theft at the old millinery. Let's do it. Let's do it. The old millinery is all the way up there. Let's do it. Did you play Kingdom of Loathing, or is West of Loathing your first foray in this world? I did not play Kingdom of Loathing, so this is my first foray, as you say. You see a wagon broken down by the side of the road. Well, if we're being honest, it's getting attacked by horrible monsters is probably more likely what happened than a simple mechanical failure. You dismount and investigate. Most of the easy pickings have predictably already been picked easily, but there's still a safe in there that was presumably too heavy for the scavengers. Well, we have no choice but to leave it be. Hats. You walk into the millinery and find 5 bandits lounging around in a big pile of half-made hats. It's the law, skedaddle. The bandits scatter like cockroaches, each shutting themselves behind a different door. Guess you'll have to wrangle them individually. Fine. These crates are full of the top with brims. This was apparently the demo model from a player piano showroom. It's only got 3 songs on it. They're all children's versions of traditional songs that are in the recently invented public domain, and they're all set up to play just the first few seconds on a loop. The people who worked here must have hated it. What song do you want to set the dial to? Public Domain Joe. You change the song on the piano. Is that whistling you hear? Ugh. These hats look like they're more comfortable to sit on than to wear. This door is locked. Alright. Here we are in hat room 1. Is this where they're hiding? Jacuse! Got one. Dope. You don't know much about hat making, but you know this doesn't make any sense. One of them just moved and I didn't see which one it's him. Jacques! Am I saying that right? I don't even know what that word means, but I like saying it. I feel like it's going to be this one based on shape. Whoops, I didn't mean to go out. Now I feel like it's going to be this one. Is someone going to move? Let's just... Jacques! Hey, I was right. Cool. J'accuse means I accuse. Sweet. This one... They're all the same. These are some parts... These are parts for some weird kind of hat you'd never wear. I bet it's this one because I heard something. It's this one! He's sneepy. He's sneepy sleepy. Gotcha. I'm so good, you guys. Can't even take it. Also, we're definitely gonna change this to my old public domain home. Brims, brims, brims. I don't know which one to j'accuse. Which one do we j'accuse? This one? Did it move? Let's try. Oh! Oh shit! The bandit unceremoniously dumps you outside and unties their friends. The friends take the opportunity to get a couple kicks in on you before they go back inside. Bah! Bah! I almost had them all. Oh no, she's back. The bandits all jump up and scuttle back to their rooms. Let's sigh. Alright, we know you. J'accuse! Great. This one moved, right? Yeah, it's you now. J'accuse. I probably should have remembered where the last one was. Gotcha. It's this one because he is sleeping. Alright. This is the one that we guessed wrong. And I think she was like over here. But I also would like a visual or audible clue so that I don't have to go get them all again. Would they even hide in the same places? Do you guys remember where she was hiding? Chat, I need your help. Hide behind the boxes? No, they move? They move, so she's not going to be in the same place. Maybe hide behind these boxes? I don't see any visual clues. It's too early to ask me these things. I mean, if I were technically where I am, I could see where they are hiding behind, but... The game gave you a hint earlier. It did? Oh no. Burn it down, burn it all down. I didn't notice a hint earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and guess this one. Is that where they're hiding? Probably not. She's in the back. Alright, let's do it again. Got you. Start with room 5 this time? That's a great idea. That's a great idea. This is where she was last time, but it's not gonna be where she is this time. This time she was in the front of where we guessed last time. Dusting off the hands. Maybe was there a clue in the office? Oh no, because we can't pick the lock. More comfortable to sit on than to wear. I'm just like guessing. Let's see. Someone said it gave us a hint earlier. Go play Public Domain Joe on the piano. Does changing the song maybe change? She stays in the corners from the look of it, yeah. Does changing the song change where they hide? Is that whistling you hear? Okay. Okay. Got it. Alright, now the sleeper in room 4. Right here. All right. I found all of them. Turn them in. Hells yeah. Look at all these full cells. Who goes in this one? The Gherkin brothers for kidnapping, brining kidnapping victims, and attempting sale of human flesh for consumption. That's absolutely awful. Last seen headed for the old abandoned pickle factory. Can't let these dastardly criminals escape justice. It wouldn't be kosher. Would you like to go investigate? Yes. You discovered a new map location, the abandoned pickle factory. I am so excited and I want to eat pickles now. Pickles are my favorites. Holy shit, that's very far away, but let's go anyway. Oh, to your delight, you see the silhouette of a big circus tent towering over the pines. You discover a circus. That's cool. Circuses are great. Ha! Unted Pickle Factory. You feel a sudden electric jolt as your hand touches the doorknob. Ouch! Oh no, you're late for your shift. Mrs. Vlass is gonna be so mad she might literally bite your head off. Okay, well, not literally, probably. Quick, get suited up. You clock in and hurriedly put on your bright green coveralls. Mrs. Vlass, as predicted, is furious. Late again? You'd better stop taking this job for granted. You think you're gonna find a place with a nice dormitory and a reasonably priced company store like ours somewhere else? With your skills? Ha! You're doing 3 shifts today, Buster. Get to work, you're on pickle hopper duty. Pickle hopper duty runs you ragged, like always, keeping the hoppers filled to keep a constant flow down the chutes. Means you're constantly at your near sprint because you have to manage the kook shunts to keep the levels equal. If you get uneven pickle levels, Mrs. Vlass knows. Nobody knows how she knows, but she knows. A whack from her cane is the minimum you'll get. Damn it. At the end of the first 6-hour shift, you get a brief break. Is she a ghost? I feel like she's a ghost since this is an abandoned pickle factory. At the end of your first 6-hour shift, you get a brief break. You cram a stale cheese sandwich into your mouth while Mrs. Vlass glares at her pocket watch, counting down 3 minutes to the second. Break's over. Second shift. You get over to the salt tank now. Oh God. Managing the salt tank isn't as strenuous as the pickle hoppers, but it's still a never-ending tension. The brine concentration has to be consistently monitored and kept at a very specific measurement, which means constant adjustments. Meanwhile, you can feel yourself desiccating from the haze of salt dust that fills the room. If anything in this place kills you, it's probably going to be salt tank duty. White lung is a nasty business. Cough. Cough on your own time and get that salinity back to normal. It's supposed to be 976 parts per thousand. How hard is that to remember? 976, idiot. Please let me out of here. You get another 180-second break before third shift. You spend most of it drinking water. The company doesn't charge for water, but you've heard a rumor they're considering it. Break's over, get to the boiler. Oh no, please let me out, please. Boiler duty means shoveling coal into a furnace that runs a giant tank of boiling vinegar. It stings in here. You've tried to work with your eyes closed, but Mrs. Vlass screams if you drop any coal on the floor, or if you let the temperature get too low or too high, or just for no particular reason. At least you're used to the smell of boiling vinegar. In fact, you can't smell anything anymore. Let me out, please, let me out. 190 degrees, idiot. Not 189, not 191. What do you think we pay you for? You don't really miss your sense of smell or not coughing all the time. You don't really want anything anymore, except to die. Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. With a gasp, you finally snap out of the horrible hallucination or possession or whatever the hell that was. Geez, you can still feel the sting of vinegar vapor in your eyes. Enter the pickle factory. What dis? It says factory activation lever. Don't pull it just yet. Sweet pickles, garlic dill pickles, bread and butter pickles, half sour pickles. You don't even know what they are. Yeah, let's pull it. Let's pull it. You pull the lever and nothing happens. Something in the machinery room must not be set up correctly. Rats. Oh, there's a ghost. You approach the ghost. Can't sleep until it's right. You all right there, partner? Can't sleep. Yikes. Warning, kook shunts are to be operated by qualified personnel only. this, we have to like make them even or something? That's basically even, right? Oh, the number 967. So this is 11, 12, 10. That's going up. This is going down. 10, 17, 6. I'm kind of... Alyse, you were right the first time. Even? Oh. So we're not trying to get 967. $12, $11, $10. 12, 10, 11. Fun things, given that these hook shunts aren't linearly independent, they span the space created by the barrels, and therefore you can move each value arbitrarily with a finite number of operations. That all went way over my head. I don't know how to get them even. 12, 11, 10. Horrible things have happened here. It just clicks. $11, $11, $11. All right, they're all at 11. It's okay, I took care of the cucumbers. It's finally done, thank you. The ghost smiles as he fades away. A few bones hit the ground below. You got a pile of bone and cucumbers. Oh, okay. Rest in peace, poor guy. What was the warning again? Yeah, I was qualified. Let's go in the salt area. Oh, these poor tortured souls. Salt, salt, salt. Gotta salt the salt, salt. You all right there? Salt! Jeez, okay, salt, calm down. The salinity meter reads 531, but we want 976, right? I only know that because Draxy typed it in chat. Coarse salt adjustment, fine salt adjustment. That changes it all? Oh, okay. 900 and 76. The salt is correct. It's finally done, thank you. We got a salt-crusted skull. Rest in peace, friend. It's not right, it's not right. You all right there? All wrong. The temperature, it's not right. It's all wrong. Not right at all. All right, then do you... Ah! Wasn't it like 190 or something? It's a furnace. It's currently empty. The temperature is 93. It's a steam release valve. Some steam releases. Okay, so that makes it colder. Let's add some coal. It says 83 still. Oh God. Oh, we gotta pump it. You pump the bellows, the coal burns away, and the vinegar heats up by 8 degrees. So it's at 81. Was it at 190? I mean, I don't know. Math. I think it's supposed to be at 190. So let's just keep pumping it. There's no coal in the furnace. Right. Let's try 35. 211. $191, but I think it needs to be 1 degree less, so we're gonna turn that again. It's at 181, so we need 3 things. Pump it. That should be, oh wait, that was 16 degrees. I thought it was gonna be 9. Shit. Okay, I think 1 scoop of coal and 1 pump. 5 degrees? Why 5? I thought it was 3. Oh no. Well, let's try. Oh, we got a shovel. Great. I don't know. I don't get the math. I don't get the math. Did I miss the math puzzle? We're doing math puzzles right now. I don't even know if it's supposed to be at 190. Pretty sure it was, though. We're never gonna get it. We're never gonna get it equal or even. How much does 2? 2 heats it by 11. What about 3? 3 heats it by 18. God damn it, god damn it. It's always changing. Write things down, figure out how much each one does. It changes every time. Changes every time. Alright, we're at 204. So if we add 2 things, it should be 11, which makes us at an equal-ish 5. And then maybe add 1 more, because that will be 5. Nope, it's 6 this time, because why wouldn't it be 6 this time? Probably because we turned it the first time or something. I have no idea. 18. Alright, let's do... turn it. I'm gonna do 2 things because it should be 11 hopefully, but it was 12 because of course it was. God damn it, god damn it. I just want it to be equal at the end. Alright, let's release it. think it's just trolling us. We'll get it. We'll get it. You're going crazy just like the guy in the corner. No, I'm fine. Alright, so we have the 5. We should release it and then add 5. And that should be right. There we go. The vinegar is at 190 degrees. And we get vinegar-soaked bones. Cool beans. You pull the lever and there is a deafening roar as the old machinery springs into life. After a while, a load of pickles is deposited in the receptacle to the left of the switch. You got 3 ghost pickles. Hell yeah. All that work for 3 pickles? No wonder this place went out of business. Yup. Well, alright then. Where are the bandits? Oh shit. There's a patch of pepperoni mold growing out of this grave. Well, damn. As spooky as this factory is, the woods beyond it are even spookier. You should probably take your chances here. The bandits tried to hole up in the old abandoned pickle factory? Woof, that's them done for. What do you mean? This place is haunted to the gills. I heard about it while I was asking around about the necromancer. Doesn't seem to be related, but it is apparently very, very dangerous. What do you think we should do next? There's always Smee's new blah-de-da blah blah. So nobody's here? This door just leads to an empty, dusty room. You could have sworn there were a bunch of cucumber storage tubs in there before. This door just leads to a dusty room. You could have sworn there was a big tank full of pickle brine in there before, and a ghost. This door just leads to an empty, dusty room. You could have sworn there was a vinegar tank and a boiler in there, and why would you make something like that up? Oh well. Oh well. You already activated the pickle factory and made some pickles. There's no pickle ingredients left to make pickles out of, even if pickle actually seemed like a word at this point. Pickle, 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 pickle. Pickledy, pickledy, pickle. So we didn't get the guys. Man. Oh man. Gore-splattered scroll. This scroll is almost too covered in blood and viscera to read. Lucky for you that you've gotten all that practice reading inside of a dog. You scrape the largest of the giblets off the scroll and read it. It says to take a pile of human ashes, spread them out in the shape of a person inside a red chalk ritual circle, then sprinkle them with stardust and place a mostly perfect, or better, glass sphere where the heart would be. Anyway, that's the gist of it. The actual text has a lot more these and thous and such like that. Plus, there's a bunch of weird gibberish you're supposed to say out loud while you're doing it. Okay. Didn't we get a, let's see here. Another magazine right here. Let's read this. There's an article entitled Debilitating Toxins, Where Are They Now? Gives bad medicine a combat skill that will reduce a target's moxie. There's an essay extolling the virtues of shooting wildly without looking where you're aiming. Gives shootin' nanny a skill that lets you fire a whole bunch of bullets at random targets. I think I like that one. There's a recipe for quick brew potion that fortifies your body, mind, and spirit. Gives strong medicine a combat skill that temporarily increases your muscle mysticality and moxie. I think I like the shootin' nanny. We learned shootin' nanny. You read the essay and really take its lessons to heart. You fire wildly into the air until it feels like second nature. Unfortunately, it looks like several of your stray shots hit the magazine, and it's pretty much a Swiss magazine about cheese at this point. Oh. Oh. Gives you grin and skull skill. Let's read it. This seems like it's probably pretty dangerous. Are you sure you want to read it? I mean, yeah. Okay, it's your funeral. Whatever, Grandma. You cannot see the words on the pages, but you can nevertheless read them. Your mind becomes stained with grim secrets. You got a grin and skull. As you turn over the last page, the book vanishes in a puff of black smoke. Spooky. Spooky. It's probably 40% bones and 60% cucumbers if you had to guess. Etched into the skin of one of the cucumbers, you see the phrase, all the same, all the same, all the same. How sad. How sad. Alright, well, I guess I want to talk to this lady and say, hey, what should we do? We can go to Smee's camp, or we could head to the Dave yard. Recommends investigating the bandits in the pickle factory. We already did that. And we already went to the Dave yard, I thought. But let's go to the Dave yard again, I think, on our way back to Dirtwater. Leave them be and try to go in here. Some kind of ritual circle drawn on the ground in red chalk. Perform the ritual. Let's see. According to that gross scroll, you need human ashes, some stardust, and a glass sphere. If you want to do the ritual, you dig through all of your stuff, but you don't find any glass sphere. Nuts. Okay. So we need a glass sphere to perform the ritual. Let's go back to Dirtwater and check in with the cook, and see if he talks about some recipe or whatever, because I don't remember anything about that. You find a crate lying by the side of the trail, its lid knocked loose. It has fell off the back of a cart, LTD, stenciled on the side, which seems a bit on the nose, but hey, free stuff is free stuff. You got a bar of soap, a depressed rancher candy. Cool. I've been wanting a bar of soap for a long, long while, actually. Hey, hot dog. Howdy, Doug. Well, if it isn't my savior, good old Victoria, howdy yourself. The sign outside. Yeah, I had to change the name. I tried to file a trademark, and it turns out there's already something called a hot Doug. What is it? Trust me, you don't want to know. I wish I didn't know. Anyway, a single letter removed, and I'm in business. Let's buy something, maybe. Increases your mysticality, increases your muscle, increases your moxie. We have a ton of money. Let's buy one of each. For fun. Cool. Cool, cool. Oh, I did not want to go there. I want to go to the saloon and into the kitchen and talk to you. Got the recipe yet? The one my jerk friend Dave J took to his grave. Okay, so Dave J took something to the grave. Let's talk to him. Need any help? Who's that old man by the piano? Oh, that's old Aylesbury. Tragic fella he is. He was a writer and a poet, came out west to sell his stories, but nobody were buying. Too weird his stories, fantastical like. Thank you, Football God. 36 for the follow makes me happy. Hope to make you happy in return with streams and puppy dreams. Too bad. I love that stuff. Well, it don't matter much now anyhow. He had to get normal work to make ends meet, did passing well as a prospector until one day he lost his mind in a mind. He what now? You know what I mean. He saw something that made him stop telling his weird tales, made him stop talking near completely. Come to that. He just stands there by the piano nowadays. It seems to calm him down, and as long as he doesn't make any trouble, I don't mind him too much. Feel a little sorry for him, to be honest. Poor fella. Maybe he knows about the necromancer. Can I get some darts? The sign on the dartboard said, to see you for darts. Sorry, all the darts got broken months ago. That's disappointing. Need any help with anything? Well, if you're handy with mechanical type stuff, something's gone wrong with our piano player. I thought the music sounded a little off. Yeah, it's not supposed to sound like that. I'll see what I can do. Thanks, I poked around in him myself, but I lost the key. This has suddenly taken a strange turn. The piano player is not very good at his job. You lift up the piano player's coat to reveal the hatch on his back that leads to his innards. It's locked, but it's not a very good lock. I guess we can open up this person that's not really a person. You open the hatch and check out the machinery inside. There's obviously something wrong given all the plinking and sproinging and clicking noises coming out of these gears and stuff. It looks pretty complicated. Oh, I see what's wrong.
Big.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Slime Guy 1999. Makes me happy. Hope to make you happy in return. You recalibrate some springs and rearrange some gears, and the machinery inside starts operating smoothly. The music improves immediately. Cool. Poor old Aylesbury. Alright, so he said his buddy's name was Dave J, right? I want to double check that, because let's go find the Dave. Yeah, Dave J. Let's go find Dave J. Robots we Westworld now? Apparently. I wonder if somebody sells a glass orb so we can perform that. No, nothing here, so we can perform that ritual. Plum pudding. Hey, Ocelots. Maybe let's check in the post office. Oh. Well, I'd like to send a postcard. Alrighty, let's have it. You write a quick note to Rufus letting him know what you've been up to and that you're okay. That'll be, oh, it's one of them prepaid ones. That'll be 0 meat then. Cool, we wrote a postcard to Rufus. I don't remember who Rufus is. I think it might be our brother. Yesterday I was watching on my bed and I just fell asleep. It's all good. Let's, I suppose, and go back. Buttonwillow's store. Let's go to Buttonwillow's store. As you're riding along, you see some braided fuses sticking out a nearby rock. Investigating it more closely, you see that somebody drilled a hole in the rock and inserted a bunch of dynamite, but apparently lost interest and wandered away without setting it off. Or maybe they were just out of matches. We take the dynamite. I thought we would have the option to blow it up. Do you have just like glass orbs? You don't, but you have another one of these, and I would like it. Gives you the Dickerin skill. I don't know what Dickerin means, but we have so much money, let's buy it. Let's buy it for fun. Let's blow something up. Woot! That's what I was hoping for. Alright, where did we put... What's this? Yeah, read it. You read the book from cover to cover and learn, among other things, that its cover price is way too high. Nice. After you're done reading it, you use your newfound skill to pawn it off on a wide-eyed rube for 60 meat. Cool. Let's read this one. There's an article with a list of tips and tricks for moving really quickly. Gives you quick on the draw, a skill that increases your speed. There's a recipe for a quick brew potion that fortifies your body, mind, and spirit. Gives you strong medicine, a combat skill that temporarily increases your muscle, mysticality, and moxie. There's a recipe for a new kind of snake oil concoction that looks like it might come in handy in a fight. Gives good medicine, a skill that lets you recover HP in combat. I want either strong or good medicine. I think I want strong medicine. Afterwards, you accidentally drop the magazine in a puddle, ruining it. Shucks. Isn't that how it always goes? Do you have any more magazines for me? She does not. Let's go talk to our partner. She really is interested in Smee's thing. The pickle factory I don't get because we were there and nothing was there. And then the Dave Yard. So let's, I guess let's go to Smee, which is gonna be over here at the new railroad camp. You know, as silly as that sounds, at least they offer a reason why that magazine is one use only. Yeah, I like reading the ways the magazines get destroyed. It's kind of fun. As you're riding the dusty desert trail, you catch a whiff of the unmistakable scent of snake oil. You follow your nose to the wreck of an old medicine show. You discovered a new map location, the old medicine show. I mean, we could check it out now. She's all like, "Where's my whiskey, bitch?" And I'm all like, "Bitch, please." Most of the books are fake, but there's a real one. Oils I Have Known. You don't know how to use this fancy potion making equipment. Aw, dang it. It's the former resident's nightstand. You got a snake liver, a snake venom bladder, and a snake spleen. You get the sense that this sofa was pretty nasty even before the wagon got destroyed. Alright. Well, let's keep it going. You spot a small makeshift signpost stuck to the ground a few yards away from the road and stop to check it out. It says free meat. And indeed, there's a small pile of meat lying in front of it. You're so distracted from rolling your eyes at this obvious trap, you almost miss the goblin sneaking up behind you. He's wearing an old buffalo skull as a helmet, which you have to admit looks really metal. I gotta hand it to you, you nearly got me. Good job. Ha, foolish human, is falling into my clever trap. Now you are giving me valuables, or I'm beating you up. You know, this may be the first time I've been mugged by a goblin. Usually you guys are more or less peaceable. I am a smart-like human. Why making things myself when robbing easier? Smart-like human is a very accurate description of that idea, yeah. Let's talk to it. Give me your stuff or hitting you. Calm down. We coming to some kind of agreement? Agreeing with either taking stuff or hitting. Let's fight him. Holy shit. I mean, let's use this and heal her. Why? This target is beyond healing. Oh wait, not on me. Oh shit, Alyse, word of advice, stay east of the mountains for a little while longer. Okay. Yeah, I just healed myself. I know. I thought I had her clicked, but I did not. Alright, well, we're gonna do this. And then this. Oh my god. Now I definitely need this.
Big.
Thank you for the follow, Yellow Guy 26. Much appreciated, makes me happy. Hope to make you happy in return with streams and puppy dreams. Will deal 10 hot damage and set the target on fire if the target is flammable. Let's use this. We're dead. Yeah. You gain angry. The goblin beats you up and is so excited about his success, he runs off into the desert without remembering to loot your stuff. Doc Alyse ties you into your saddle so you can make it the rest of the way of where you were headed. Hey, we made it though. We made it. Let's talk to Smee. Well, what's this? It's one of those pay telescopes for tourists. This one was designed by a promising young artist named Edvard Munch. Howdy, boss. Howdy, Smee. Stuck again? Yep, got ourselves one hell of a canyon to get across and no materials for bridge building. Any ideas? There's an old mine town up north called Breadwood. They opened a lumber camp after the mines dried up. If you can fix a deal with them for the lumber we need, I can handle the engineering side of things. Okay, where is it? Smee marks the location of the Breadwood camp on your map. Of course, anything you can find to build a bridge out of is fine by me, but that seems like the simplest option. Breadwood. Alright, so it definitely seems like someone said stay east of the mountains. Seems like these are the, you know, easier things. These we need to be a little leveled up to take on and whatnot. This lady is still whistling to beat the band. I do want to do this. You pay your meat and look through the telescope at the big canyon. It sure is big. It'll take quite a bridge to get across that thing, that's for sure. Alright. Alright. That guy has stopped messing with his watch and started eating jelly beans. It's Bear! What you got there? Jelly beans? Yep. Can I have one? Nope. Please? No, get your own. Well, I never. It's not Bear. Bear would always share his jelly beans. Howdy, Doc. There's another cemetery near here we ought to check out. A pretty big one named Reboot Hill. I'll add it to the itinerary. What do you think we should do next? Well, we could head over to Breadwood and see about the lumber. We could investigate the pickle factory. Go to the Dave yard. That's about it. Let's go here. I'm scared, but let's do it anyway. You see a strange orange glow on the horizon, visible even in the bright sunlight. You spur Spooky toward it to investigate and arrive at a ruined ranch dotted with what appear to be gateways to hell. There's also a sign that says Hellstorm Ranch, but mentioning that seemed less of a priority than the gateways to hell. What the hell, go there now? No, ride the hell away from it. Alright. Is this a potato PC kind of game? I'm not sure. Reboot Hill? Don't worry, it's just paint. I see no graves, but probably because we have to go in here. Hello. You see the ghost of an elderly woman holding flowers. She seems lost and depressed, above and beyond what's expected for a ghost. Howdy, ma'am. Is there something I can help you with? Oh, it's so awful. I can't remember it all. Let's start at the beginning, okay? Well, you see, I had 4 daughters. They married 4 brothers, the Smith boys, and after that, they each had 5 daughters of their own. Unfortunately, I outlived every one and the 24 of them. You know you're a ghost, right? Oh yes, in fact I died here in the graveyard where they're all buried. I come to visit them and I suppose my poor old heart finally gave out. That's not the problem though. 95 years is a pretty good run after all. So what did you forget? I brought this bouquet of flowers to put on my favorite granddaughter's grave, but I can't remember which of them was my favorite. I'm so ashamed and I can't bear to live until I've remembered. I see. Well, maybe I can help you figure it out. Oh, thank you. I'd appreciate that ever so much. Well, no problem, ma'am. Can you remember anything about your granddaughter? Well, I'm quite certain her first name ended in a vowel. Anything else? I remember I was 40 when she was born. Oh no, 37, or was it 42? It must have been somewhere in that range at least. Anything else? So we have 40, 37, and 42. Somebody type that in chat if you wouldn't mind, so I don't forget. Her first name was longer than her last, just like mine. I remember that she wasn't buried next to any of my daughters. She sniffles a little. She passed at the same age as poor Becky, who was always in such an ill health. I'll be back in a minute. Let's see. Little Becky. She said she died at the same age as Becky. So 59 minus 43 is 16. Lilith. Leslie. It's not Leslie. Pamela. It could be Pamela. It might be Pamela. This puzzle is super annoying. Patricia. First Becky Smith. Oh, there's more than one. I'm just gonna guess that it's Pamela. Let's see what happens. I think I know who she was. Did her name start with a P? Was it Pamela? No, it wasn't her. Oh, I'll never remember. I'm sorry. Thank you for trying. Maybe try again later. I need to take a quick bathroom break. So I'm gonna leave you with this creepy music and a cute little Chubsies. I'll be right back. Hello, I am back. Let us continue with the video games. So apparently we only get one guess a day. Plot number 1. Oh, there's so many graves. There's so many graves. So many graves. There's so many graves. Alright, well, no. Billy Spider McKinley turned out to be way more than one. Wise old Jed Marmot. This time the bar ate him. The ground here seems reasonably soft. We got a marmot skin cap. Peggy Immortal. Kind of ironic. He was a real butt face. Gone to the big pie eating contest in the sky. We got a pie. He's sort of like a Benjamin Button kind of thing. 1800 to 1700. Alright, looks like there's a whole gang buried. I bet we're gonna die. Yeah. We're angry again, so we get so angry about losing that we pass out. You wake up the next morning in your bed. Doc Alyse must have carried you back here after you got knocked out. You're a little sore, but not otherwise any worse for the wear. You're pretty hungry though, and sober. And sober. Well then. We're dead. On the bright side, you can guess again now if you want. Man, I ain't ready for that shit. Oh, wait a second. It's him! It's Cactus Bill! Didn't expect to see you around these parts. Well, I gotta admit, I got a little envious when I saw you leave Boring Springs, and I figured I'd hitch a ride out west to see what I could see, and just look at this place. So much hustle, so much bustle. There sure is a lot of both of those. Hey, nice pot. Thank you kindly. So, what's new? Does sober imply you can get drunk in this game? Yes. Yes, you can. Well, to be honest, what's new is a profound sense of longing and loneliness. I'm sorry to hear that, Bill. Well, it is what it is. I was hoping I'd run across a similarly lonely cactus lady somewhere out here, or failing that, a normal human lady looking to marry a cactus. No luck? Not yet. Of course, getting around is a bit of a challenge, but us cactuses live a long time. I'm sure I'll meet somebody someday. I'll keep an eye out. Heck, I sure would appreciate it. Cool. And look, the soap tub. Oh no, it's just water for horses. Alright, so we need, before we go back to the Dave yard, we need like that orb or whatever. What about Dynamite Dan's? Let's go to Dynamite Dan's. You find a pair of saddlebags slung over a tree branch. Stenciled letter on the side read, property of Fort All Dead Library. Hey! We found a magazine. Dynamite dance. A year's supply of dynamite. That's a lot. I mean, I don't really want any dynamite. I don't know what I expected this to be, but let's read this right now. We can give bad medicine, a combat skill that will reduce a target's moxie. Good medicine is a skill that lets you recover HP and quick on the draw. I'm gonna go with good medicine this time. When you open your eyes again, it appears that somebody has stolen your magazine. Scoundrel! Alright, let's go to the old mission. Don't worry about the orb. It's an optional side quest that you can do whenever. Okay. You hear a rattling noise behind you, another rattling noise off to your left, and a third rattling noise from somewhere ahead. You conclude that you've either stumbled into a nest of babies or a nest of rattlers. Let's fight them. Bring it. I got so many skills now. Let's do a spooky damage. Cool. Get their oil? How do I get their oil? I don't think I can get their oil? Yeah, I don't think we can get their oil. Oh, you were kidding. Got it. Yeehaw! Here's the old mission. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew. You are not a priest, so you shouldn't mess with any of this stuff. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. What's wrong, sister? They came back. They just came back and took them. I couldn't stop them. Whoa, slow down, okay? What happened? Our holy relics, the saints, just stormed up out of the catacombs and took them back. I didn't know what to do. I thought maybe they'd fire me if I try to stop them. The cardinal will be here any minute. What am I gonna do? To start with, see you later, Izzer. To start with, take a deep breath and try to calm down, okay? What's your name? I'm Sister Mary. My name's Victoria. Now, what's this about saints? Our mission is to protect 3 sacred relics. I'm the relic keeper. This is my specific job, to look after them. Wait, do they call you Memento? She shows you the ruler she keeps tucked in her sleeve. No, they do not. Okay, sorry. So what happened? Well, actually, it's months overdue, so it's probably not at all urgent. Oh, wait, I totally skipped this. The saints. Oh, it's too horrible. They came to life somehow. They came up out of the catacombs all skeletal and ghastly looking. I mean, it's probably blasphemy to say that, but I nearly fainted. And they took back their relics? Yes, and if they aren't recovered before the cardinal gets here, I'll be in so much trouble. How much time is there? Actually, he's months overdue, so it's probably not at all that urgent. But still, I'll get him back for you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, wait a second. Are you going to have to fight them to get the relics back? Because that's probably blasphemous too. I mean, probably? But if black magic brought them back to life, that's like super blasphemous, right? So it evens out. Oh dear, the cardinal is going to want to have a very long talk about this, but go ahead and do what you must, I suppose. Okay. An empty case with a relic for a skull, pelvis, and finger bone. Good luck down there. This coffin looks like it was hauled down here fairly recently. It's empty. It's a precariously balanced pyramid of skulls. They're all riled up and twitching. Kick it over. Are you sure? There's a lot of them and they're really mad. Maybe angering all of them at once isn't a great idea. Fine. This skull has a gold tooth. The skull is twitching in an unnerving fashion, though I guess there's no way it could be twitching that wouldn't be unnerving. Let's stop it. We gotta jump on him. Shoost him. Oh, I could have used the bone saw, I bet. I'll try that next time. Nice. You really cracked some skulls there. Well, one skull. Cool. The skull is sitting at a weird angle because it was on a souvenir spoon. The skull was resting atop a commemorative spoon. Your treasure hunting senses are finely honed, though not very discriminating. The skull is whispering at you. That doesn't seem right. It just sounds like gibberish, though. Really creepy gibberish. An empty alcove. There's a little serial number written below it. Oh, hey, this is where that skull you found goes. Put it back. Cool. These bones are jiggling and rattling in an agitated way. All right. As a snake oiler, I pretty much always start each fight with that triple shot. Let's do it. Yeah, because it's nice. He's got big ol' head balls. Oh, they're not head balls, they're his hands. Thought they were head balls. Cool. This pile of skulls is strictly decorative. This way to the Paseo del Santo. This is level 2 of the catacombs. Here lies Saint Beefus. After he died, his body kept trying to raise to heaven, but it was so heavy it just kind of flopped around a bunch. They had to inter him in a big stone sarcophagus to put a stop to it. Gross. Remains of some kind of dark ritual. This stuff looks like it was abandoned weeks ago. The saint appears to be resting in pieces. All right. Here lies Santa Cortada. She was drawn and quartered by heretics, and then the quarter that had her head on it was beheaded. The dismemberment was so effective that nobody was able to get her body to stay together even after she was just bones. Here lies Saint Pope. He was excommunicated for impersonating a pope, but there was some kind of bureaucratic issue, so they weren't able to unbeatify him? Unbeatify him. I am Pope, seriously! Saint Pope stands beatifically behind the die. He just keeps doing his Pope gestures, ignoring you. How can someone look so smug without even having a face? The longer you watch him, the more he gets on your nerves. We're insulting him. You unleash a torrent of insults that would make a sailor blush and a sailor's mother ashamed of a sailor. St. Pope's eyes narrow. Looks like you finally managed to make him mad enough to fight you. Here's the part where you need to buff your stats. No, I'm fighting this Pope. Sailor shame. Oh God, 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 oh God. Oh God. Our melee attack is stronger than our gun. What was that? Oh, we are so rip. We are so rip. Let's whip it. Except I probably should take him out because he's gonna, well, this should take him out, right? Yeah, so he can't make any more show up. Hoo 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 hoo. Sweet. Anointed. Alright, we won. Beatification is the declaration by the Pope that a dead person is in a state of bliss, constituting a first step toward canonization and permitting public veneration. I copied this. I have no idea what it means. Same. Hey, we got the Pope's pelvis and a fake Pope hat. All right, so we got one of the things. They really knew how to build heavy stone sarcophaguses back in the day. Let's open it. You grunt and strain and force the heavy stone sarcophagus lid open. There's a skeleton inside. Holy crap, his bones are huge. Fortunately, he appears to be asleep. Wake him. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well. $72 health. Alyse will instantly destroy a skeleton. Do it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We got his finger and his thigh. Great. Alright, so we can't get this one until we're at mysticality of 10. Someone keeps saying buff our stats automatically, so let's uncheck that and then see what it says. I think that's a joke. So how do I buff my stats? Oh, here we are. Mysticality. Origin, Glamour, Gumption, Grip, Moxie, Mysticality, and Muscle. perks: stupid walking, goblin tongue, mostly scabs, and green thumb. He means with potions and stuff in your inventory? Okay. Ooh! I think I like this. I mean, the Pope hat is pretty cool. But that's really great. Adding that much pistol damage. Your gear. We're so big, you had to sit in 2 chairs at a time. Is that better than our fancy knife? That's way better than our fancy knife. Oh my god, it's ginormous. That's amazing. Souvenir spoon. This is better than the souvenir spoon. Your pants. Your boots. Alright. He's got a huge boner. He sure does. Alright, so I can't reassemble that because I don't have enough mysticality. We're also not able to perform a ritual. So that's fine. Should we kick this over? Let's kick him. We'll do this. That's not even good. That's not good at all. These are very strong opponents as well. This was perhaps a bad idea, and actually I should have bone sawed them. Yeah, we're dead. We super dead. Oh! I'll give it my best, but we're dead. We're angry. Hey, I got 2 of your things. I'm not leveled up on enough for one of them. Thank you for trying to recover our relics. I saw an empty coffin just inside the catacomb door. Oh, don't worry about that. We're just storing that for an escape artist. Yes, he was taking his act on the road but needed to lighten his luggage, so he gave us a generous donation in exchange for storing it for him. Okay. I'll have them all back before you know it, sister. I can't just give her 2? Oh. Return the pelvis. Return the bone. There we go. Alright, well I can't help you out with the other one. Where's my pardoner? Where's my pardoner? You got your ass kicked all the way up the stairs? I sure did. I'll just stay out here if that's all the same to you. I'm a woman of science and I've got all the religion I need right here in this flask. What do you think we should do next? We could head over to Breadwood to see about the lumber shipment. I'm not leveled up enough for that. The nuns in the old mission still need help retrieving the relics. That's where we are right now. The bandits in the pickle factory. Dave Yard. Let's go back to the pickle factory maybe. Or is there other new... There's these new places here. Let's go here first. You have a run-in with the worst smelling snake you've ever seen. It is basically a cartoon stink line come to life. Hold your nose and fight. Yeah, stink lines. Oh, that move is really good. Alyse, you can go into your inventory and look into the tab that looks like the bread and wine. That's where your food is. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me kill this person. And by person, I mean snake. We got his venom bladder. Go into your inventory. Look at the wine and bread. That's where your food is. Oh, so, it would up our mysticality? Yeah, okay. Okay, I got you. We'll go back and do that after we check this place out. Oh my god. Oh my god. He doesn't seem to notice you. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Sorry. There's no force in the universe that can get this tarp off this crate. These crates are just decorative. Strategy, privy, barracks, mess hall. Another one of these. I wish I could light these candles. Somebody left their knapsack. A note. There's also an evil-looking leather-bound tomb. The fundamentals of Nex-Mex. The last thing is a little diary which you decide to leave in there in case the owner comes back. Read it. It seems to have been written by one of the necromancer's cultists. He and several others were reanimating the dead soldiers here on the theory that the best undead army would be a literal undead army. The hitch in the plan came when they raised the officers who decided they weren't going to take orders from a bunch of weirdo civilians. The last entry suggests the author and his cohorts were planning on abandoning their station and reporting back to the necromancer, but the entry ends abruptly in the middle of a sentence. Fascinating. Foraging up by 2. Let's do that. How do we get our foraging up by 2? I don't know if I have anything for foresting up by 2. I don't think I do. So, goodbye. Wait, so is the necromancer good? No. Foraging is a skill, not a stat. Okay. This mass grave is absolutely teeming with those skeletal riflemen. They don't seem to be interested in getting out, but you could definitely jump in there if you were itching for a fight. There's one wandering in the end of the pit near you. No thanks. Let's do it. Oh, there's just one. I'm gonna shoot you, and then Alyse is gonna bone you down. I changed it to manual. It was automatic, but I changed it to manual now. So we just gained some. We could do grit. Unspent XP. I want more foraging. Alright, let's go in the mess hall. A needle. Pick the lock. Great. Open it. Great. How come I can't pick the lock? Requires lock picking. Is that something here? I would love a lock picking situation. You pick up a box at random and read the label. Sugared mildew, cured dirt, mushy termites, salted sand, dried dandruff, smoke brains, and seltzer. Oh God, it's all awful. It's all just awful and terrible. Let's flush this one. Yay! Yay! The flush handle is missing. Yay. I love getting experience for flushing toilets. Giant map of the region. That looks just like my giant map of the region. With the mountains and the swirly. Right? Yay. Alright, so... Sorry about that. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, excuse me. Hello. Holy goddamn. Yeah, this is a little intense. We have to do something about this immediately. Any ideas? Well, only way I can think to get rid of these things all at once would be to poison them somehow. That isn't very doctorly.
Big.
What, you never heard of vaccination? Look, would you rather fight an army of skeletons all at once or find a way to slip something into their food supply nice and quiet like? Thank you for the follow, Madiovo. Much appreciated. Makes me happy. Hope to make you happy in return with streams and puppy dreams. Alright, let's go poison their food, I suppose. There's not really any way to do. Yeah, there's not any way to poison their food that I can see. So we'll just leave them. We could go back to the old mission. But before we do, I want to go to the circus. I'll go to the circus. You find an abandoned crate with Fort All Dead stenciled on the side. Maybe the shippers decided with wasn't worth effort. What? Open it. Cool. Oh my god, the music. Well, this is a little weird. You didn't expect to find a circus all the way out here. There's basically nobody around for miles. There's a rodeo clown manning the ticket booth. Well, there hasn't actually been a rodeo since the cows came home, so I guess he's just a clown. Ugh, clowns. Not a fan? They're so creepy. When I was little, my uncle would give me nightmares with old stories about them. Heh, those old fairy tales. Demon clowns and demon cows fighting wars in hell? Right. And supposedly rodeo clowns dressed up like that because the first rodeos were reenactments of those battles and it became a traditional thing. If you'd asked me 30-odd years ago, I'd have said you were nuts for even considering that might be real. These days I'm not so sure, but that fella there is just a man in makeup with a crap job at a carnival. Yeah, I know. Still creeps me out, though. As you approach, the clown puts on that basically cheerful expression that retail employees use when the last thing they want to deal with is a customer, but they're not allowed to say no. Welcome to Barnaby Bob's perfectly normal traveling circus sideshow, ma'am. How can I help you? I'd like to run away with the circus, please. Aren't you a little old for that? Sorry, we aren't hiring. Darn. I'd like to see the circus, please. Well, you came to the right place then. But if you want to get inside, you'll need a ticket. And presumably you can sell me one? Why, certainly I can. That's my job after all. For you, ma'am, a ticket will cost 5,000 meat. Say, what? Does it seem a bit high? I promise you, ma'am, at this price, it's a real steal. Well, you've got that right. Why is it so expensive? Well, now, this is no podunk little traveling circus. We've got rides, games, food, and an amazing demonstration of knife-throwing skills by none other than Barnaby Bob himself. Tell me more about the food. We've got your favorites, popped corn, sarsaparilla with the fancy new bottle caps, and get this, did you hear about that new thing a fella invented cotton candy? Yeah, I think I might have. Well, it's still patented, but we're pretty sure we figured out how it works, mostly, more or less. Tell me about the rides. I suppose I should say ride. But we haven't had a single grisly merry-go-round accident since we stopped turning it on. Tell me more about the games. We've got tons of them. Does 3 count as tons? 3 is more like some. Well, we've got some of them. Tell me about Barnaby Bob. Oh, the boss is a real master of knives, I'll tell you. He does this amazing stunt where he gets a volunteer from the audience up on stage and throws knives at him. He never misses his target. Did you leave out the part where he puts an apple on their head or something? Wait, oh right, sure. You aren't doing a very good job of selling me on this. Why, whatever do you mean? Let's attempt to hornswoggle the clown. Look, drop the act. You don't know who I am, do you? Should I? Victoria Williams, Bureau of the Traveling Entertainment Inspections. Bureau of... That's not a thing. Is that a thing? It's a thing. A very serious thing, and your ticket prices won't be encouraging note in my report. Whoa now, hold on, Chief. I was just joshing you. Come on. You know how clowns do. So what's the actual fee? 500. I'll be back. We can afford 500. Well, I'll be. A proper traveling circus. Hasn't been one of these in the areas in years, decades even. Might be fun. Do you like the circus? I like leaving a circus. Clowns have always kind of creeped me out. Guess we might as well have a look, though. Well, that's the spirit. I'd like to see the circus, please. All right. Let me stamp your hand for re-entry. There you go. Enjoy the show. What about my partner? Partners get in free. Thanks. Enter the circus. As you enter the circus, the ticket booth clown shouts, "Welcome to Barnaby Bob's Perfect Normal Traveling Circus Sideshow, ma'am," in a loud and enthusiastic voice. You stroll into the circus. Actually, I guess it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs. And finally, find it almost entirely deserted. There aren't more than a dozen other patrons beside yourself. There are a bunch of clowns around working on booths and so on. More clowns than customers, which is a little unsettling, but at least the lines won't be very long. This extremely muscular clown, oh so muscular, seems to be guarding the entrance of some sort of stage. Crosses his arms and grunts when you approaches. The stage show ain't till later. When? Later. Yeah, but when exactly? Later. Okay, jeez. This appears to be a shooting gallery type carnival game. Well now, miss, I like to think I know a customer with a sharp eye and a quick hand when I see one. How'd you like to test your skills against a game of dexterity? What's the game? Shoot him. That's your answer to everything. Shoot him. Well, on the wall behind me, I've got a bunch of thick-skinned, underinflated balloons for 10 meat. I'll loan you a cheap, inaccurate pistol and a pile of badly made ammunition, and your goal is to pop as many of those balloons as you can before the pistol stops working. That's an unusually honest-sounding description. I've discovered making the challenge sound exactly as difficult as it is only makes people more determined to be the one who beats it. What's the prize? A ticket to Barnaby Bob's stage show, which is otherwise sold out, so it's a rare catch. Let's do it. Shoot from the hip. You shoot at the balloons until the pistol jams. You manage to pop a few, but not very many. The clown nods. Yep, that's about average. Not enough to win a prize, though. Dang it. This appears to be some kind of card-based carnival game, though it's not clear how it works from here. Greetings and salutations, miss. This is a game designed to test your intelligence and capacity for abstract thought, and, well, if you care to try your luck, far be it from me to obstruct you. What's the game? The simplest guessing game imaginable. I've got a standard deck of playing cards here. I show you all the faces, and then I turn them back over and start picking cards. You guess what cards I pick and you win. You don't shuffle them? No, ma'am. If you can memorize a deck of cards that fast, more power to you. Or if you've got a touch of magic in you and want to try reading my mind, that's fine too. Just don't dig too deep, heh. What's the prize? A ticket. I'll give it a shot. You carefully scan the deck of cards as the clown spreads it out in front of you, and then he turns them over with a sweeping flourish. Ready? Give it a lot. Clown starts picking cards out of the deck and holding them up with the backs to you. You manage to guess a few, but not very many. Don't feel bad, friend. That's about average. Not good enough for the prize. Test your might. Well, howdy there, miss. This here game's a challenge of strength, and I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you might prefer one of them other games if you care to try your luck, though I certainly won't stop you. What's the game? Simple as can be. Just take this big mallet here and hit the lever until the bell. What's the prize? Probably Barnaby Stage Show. Let's go. Hit it very hard. Hit it not very hard, hit it kind of hard. About average. Howdy there, miss. Interest ya in a toy balloon? How much are they? For you, just 30 meat. How do you make them float like that? Why, there's nothing to it. Heck, they all float round here. Ho ho. What colors do you have? Just take a look. Red. They're all red. Sure. Anything else? Can you tell me more about your circus? Really, it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs. What would you like to know? Why is everyone working here a clown? It's tradition. When the what-do-you-call-'em rodeos stopped being put on, the rodeo clowns took other jobs at the circuses and carnivals. Over the years, it just became the normal thing for carnies to be clowns. It's a community, you might say. Okay, bye. There's a kid here searching around with a sad-looking face. You okay, kid? Did you lose your parents? I lost my lucky bottle cap. You haven't seen it, have you, ma'am? No, but I'll keep an eye out. What does it look like? It's shiny still, and it's on a little chain. Okay. The merry-go-round has a dirty canvas tarp over it. The sign says, condemned until further notice. We encourage anyone suffering from horse bites to consult a doctor. This clown is presumably selling tickets to the sideshow. Howdy, miss. Can I interest you in the wondrous and mysterious delights of the sideshow? What do you have in there? Secrets, mysteries, things too weird and disturbing to be witnessed by the day of light. Freaks, not just freaks. Gosh. How much does it cost? 300. Okay. You won't be disappointed. Thank you for the follow, Purple Psycho 1. Makes me happy. Hope to make you happy in return with streams and puppy dreams. Yay! The sideshow tent is fairly large and packed with weird things to look at, and like all good sideshows are. Oh, is the hubby pet a puppy? A few lanterns are hanging from the ceiling, casting flickering shadows around and making everything look even more eerie. A clown is hanging out in here, presumably to keep an eye on the exhibits. He grins and nods as you enter. Come on in, take your time, have a good look around. Just remember, no touching. Oh yeah? These shelves are displaying a large collection of strangely painted eggs. You see several shelves full of white eggs, each one painted with a unique pattern of colorful shapes. A small placard pinned to one of the shelves says clown eggs. In the circus community, it is traditional for each clown to paint their chosen makeup pattern onto an eggshell. These clown eggs are archived for future reference to ensure that no one chooses a pattern that has already been used. It is considered extremely taboo to wear another clown's face. These must be the eggs for the clowns that work in this circus. You recognize a few of them, like the clown here in the sideshow tent and the ticket seller clown out front. These shelves are filled with jars, and the jars are filled with things. Real weird looking things. You lean in a little closer to inspect the jars. They mostly contain malformed or mutated animals pickled in formaldehyde, a 3-headed kitten, some kind of ferret or weasel with 8 legs, a twisted Mobius loop of a snake without a head or tail, weird, crazy stuff. One shelf seems devoted to huge, gross, pale grubs, like fat, featureless white worms the size of a sweet potato. The one on the end is larger than the others and has shiny black eyes. Someone has painted its face in an apparently parody of the clown makeup. The pasty white face has been painted with little blue triangles over and under the eyes. The creature has a long, thin slash of a mouth as well. The area around it has been painted with bright red lipstick. The black eyes flash red as the thing suddenly thrashes in its jar, spinning to face you and stretching its mouth open, revealing rows of yellow shark teeth. You stumble back with a cry of shock. Yeah! Got you pretty good there, Missy. What is that? It ain't a real critter. It's made of rubber and clay and doll parts and such. Got an electromagnet under the shelf to move it with. He takes a little push-button gizmo out of his pocket to show you. Should have seen your face about to jump right out of your boots. This guy is a startling sight, even for a circus freak show. His entire head is one enormous eyeball. As you look him over, he stares back at you, not that he's got much choice. Can you talk? Were you born that way? How's it hanging? Were you born that way? Do you blink? Or wink, I guess? I guess not. You move a little to the side and lean over the rope to get a closer look at the guy. He basically just what he seems to be at first glance, a guy with a giant eyeball for a head. You do notice 2 things. First, he has an odd lump at the, well, what you would call the base of his skull if he had one. A sort of crumpled, fleshy mass the size of a fist with a squint and some imagination. It almost looks like the crushed and shriveled vestigial remains of a human head. The second thing you notice is that his ankles are locked to the legs of his stool, and the legs of his stool are bolted to the floor. So this circus gig, how do you like it? His hands slowly curl into fists, and the knuckles turn white with tension. Alright. This This man is neatly dressed though his suit is a bit threadbare and out of fashion. He's smoking a pipe and leafing through a magazine. When you stop to look at him, he nods amicably. Hello there, welcome to the sideshow. My name is Douglas. Hi, I'm Victoria. Delighted to meet you. So, what's your deal? Why, I'm a sideshow. What do you mean? Well, yeah, you seem perfectly normal. How forthright of you. Of course, it is only natural to wonder. Wait a minute. You said that last bit without moving your lips. Are you a ventriloquist? Not at all. Allow me to demonstrate. He stands up and turns around. His back is the same as his front. That is, his suit has been tailored with two front sides, and he has another face on the back of his head, with his hair cut and parted appropriately. Ta-da! As he sits back down, his knees and other joints crack and pop loudly as they reverse themselves. Douglas winces slightly, though certainly not as much as you would expect. What in the... Surprising, yes. A bit, yeah. How is that even possible? Douglas shrugs and holds his pipe up to the now back of his head so his other face can take a puff. Are you, what's the phrase, Siamese twins? Not exactly, it's difficult to describe, I'm afraid. Two minds in one body with two faces? It would be closer to the truth to say two instances of the same mind, with, as you say, two faces. You're right, that doesn't make any sense at all. The other face chuckles and Douglas holds his magazine behind his back. It took me some getting used to. That much is quite certain. Talk to you later. Lady here with her head sticking out of a hole in a large metal box. Hello there, enjoying the carnival? Well, it's interesting. Yes, I'm sure it is. Can I ask you a question? Certainly. Why are you in a box? First things first, we haven't been introduced yet. Oh, I'm Victoria. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Victoria. I'm Janet. So, Janet, why are you in a box? That's a rather personal question, is it? Oh, sorry. I'm only teasing, dear. Would you like to see inside? Sure. Janet whistles to signal the clown, and he moseys over. He unlocks the door on the front of the box and throws it open with a theatrical flourish. Inside, instead of Janet's body, you see a tangled, complicated assortment of glass, tubes, and pipes, ticking clockwork gears and pumps. Liquids of various colors, mostly red, slosh through the tubes. A large bellows near the top inflates, then begins to slowly deflate. What do you think? It's some kind of trick, right? You're folded up behind a mirror or something? No trick. The clown chuckles and walks around the back of the box. He opens a hatch and waves you through it, then saunters back to his place by the shelves. It's horrifying. Yes, that's an accurate description. I'm sorry, I hope I haven't insulted you. No offense taken. I've only seen it myself once in a mirror. It took quite a while to get used to the situation. Nice to meet you. Weird. The mirror makes you look really stretched out and thin. Your limbs twist and writhe like snakes as you move around. It's a bit unsettling, and your muscles ache a little sympathetically. This mirror somehow shows you what you'd look like in clown makeup. Bloodshot eyes stare back at you from a pasty white face painted with an odd pattern of red triangles. In the flickering lantern light, it almost looks like she winks at you. Your reflection in the mirror is short and squashed looking, folded up like an accordion. You spend a moment moving back and forth in front of the mirror, seeing how the image changes. It's kind of amusing. Alright, I'm done here. Hot food, cold drinks, tepid candy. I can't take this music anymore. Let's leave this terrible place. This way to leave. Alright, so that's a circus. Let's go back to the pickle factory. There's too much dialogue. Yeah, this game has a lot of it. you see a sign labeled, "This way to the Lazy Dude Ranch." Off the side of the trail, you mark the location on your map. Still no one's here. I don't really... Maybe we have to harvest that or something. Okay, let's go back to the... Was it the old mission? And we can eat some stuff. The music, it has stopped finally. I'm still alive somehow. Off to the side of the trail, you notice one of those furry cactuses. We could spruce it up. Continue. Let's spruce up. No, not that. Let's spruce up. I think it's the mysticality we need, right? It affects the amount of damage you do with spells and the amount of damage you take from spells. Let's do it. Cool. Alright. And then we need to eat... something else that spruces our mysticality.
Big.
Thanks for the follow, Brando O. Makes me happy. Hope to make you happy in return.
Big.
With streams and puppy dreams, as well as Wizard Glick 412. Thank you. I'm not sure which one I'm not sure how much we need. Let's go down and see how much we need and then decide on eating. Oh, we could pick it apart. Creepy whispering stone. Cool. Oh, we have it already. Great. This saint appears to be resting in pieces. Okay, you're pretty sure you've got the bones assembled correctly. Fight them. Nope. At the very last minute, the bones fly apart again. Seems like all you accomplished was making them angry. Oh. I wonder if she can bone saw everybody at once. I guess we'll just hurt them. Trying to see which one has the most health and basically take that one out. Probably dead, I feel. Does nothing. Fire that. Fire this. Let's just end it. Kill the head. Have her saw this, and then there's only the bones left. I really like her bone saw. Do that. And then just do some damage. We're basically relying on her. I really like that this bone keeps whiffing. Sweet. We got her skull and her ring. Let's go replace it. You've recovered all of the relics. Oh, praise be. Thank you. I'm glad to have helped, sister. I must reward you for your efforts, though. We don't have much, but these boots look like they might fit you. Cool. We got boots. So brown boots, max HP up. This one, max HP and Moxie. So we're totally gonna swap. And her ring, 2 mysticality and speed. Right now we're wearing the nasty one. I think I like wearing the nasty one. Those bones bit the dust. Bear pun, bear pun, bear pun. Yeah, I think we have all the things we want. What's the old patrol cap? +3 pistol attack damage. No, I like the one we have. I like what we got. I didn't feel good about that one. It was alright. Alright, leave out the front door. Cool. What do you think we should do next? Any other ideas? There's no bandits at the pickle factory. I almost want to go to Dirtwater. Well, we could go to that ranch, but I want to go to Dirtwater and be like, excuse me. Nobody was there in the jail. Like, give her the pickle factory remains. Oh. What in the world? It's the Gherkin brothers, and please, I don't want to talk about it. It was really weird. Oh. It was the ghosts. Looks like these things are still twitching. Better lock them up just to be safe. They were ghosts. Got it. So what goes in this one? I've caught everybody. Oh hey, good to see you. You know, you've really cleaned up the area. I'm plumb out of bounties for you. Does that mean I get to be sheriff? No, but I guess you could be marshal if you want. Oh, what a coincidence. That's my middle name. Well, thanks again for all your help, Marshal. No problem. This little girl is selling flowers. Sweet. Sweet. How you doing? Say, I don't reckon you found me a cactus lady. Not yet, Bill. Sorry. Take your time. I ain't going anywhere. Alright. What should we do next? We can go to Breadwood. We can go to the Dave Yard. That's it. Well. What about we never been to Lazy a Dude Ranch? You caught most of them, Alyse. You brutally murdered the rest. Aww. You come across a goblin marching around in the woods. They're taller than a typical goblin, probably because their boots are taller than typical goblin boots. In fact, these boots are so tall they must be half stuffed with socks to keep the tops from jamming the goblins in the groin. The goblin sees you and marches over, attempting to look intimidating instead of awkward. Hey, human! Hey, what you two doing in this place? This my ground for stomping. Do you mean your stomping grounds? What? Your boots, which are very tall, I am seeing. Yes, tall boots to having, so also tall am I. That's cool, but they are uncomfortable seeming very. I too having no sensation in my feet now, so this is fine. We got the jump on him. Sweet. We got his boots and a guffin. Yeah. We got them needles. Looks like somebody's been washing ferrets in this thing. Yuck. Ferrets are very stinky. Depressed rancher candy, ranch dressing, and a length of rope. Hello. Hey, like howdy, I'm selling herbal remedies. Care to buy? What kind of herbal remedies? The kind that are gifted to us by Gia without any interference by human hands. So, weeds? That's a derogatory term created by the man, but yeah, basically. Sure. We have some herbal remedies. We bought weed, boys. Howdy, hey, yeah, howdy, man, what's happening? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Oh, not much, man. We moved onto this little patch of land to grow crops, but then we decided it's more natural to just let Gia grow whatever she wants, right? I bet that's a lot easier, too. Haha, right on, man. Neat. Excuse me. Where'd you get that hat? Oh, this? A friend of mine made it. Man, I forget which one. What'll you take for it? Well, I have been thinking of trying a new style, man. Maybe like one of those hats the army guys used to wear back in the day, like as kind of an ironic statement, man. There's an old fort over yonder that-a-way. I'll swap you if you can find one of those, man. Like this one, you mean? Nice, man. Barter is like commerce, man, except natural. Can you dig it? Sweet. Yeah, groovy. Four plus muscle versus 7 pistol attack damage. Crazy cool, man. Howdy, I'm Victoria. I'm Louise. Louise Lathrop. Why the long face, Louise? Aw, geez, basically because I'm stuck here farming with a couple of dummies who don't know how to farm a dang thing, so they just let the weeds grow and call it natural. I'm so sick of eating dandelions I could scream. How did you get into this predicament? I headed west after graduating baking school and fell in with these guys because they talked a big game about natural grains. Fool that I was, I didn't realize all they were really interested in was getting silly on local weed and not doing any work. Hi Jenica, how you doing? Why don't you leave? I haven't got any meat or any other prospects or anywhere to go. I mean, dandelions are terrible, but they're better than eating dirt. This is such a mess. So you're looking for work? Gosh, yes, desperately. The only trade I know is baking, though. Do you know somewhere that's hiring a baker? Heck, even unpaid would be better than this if it comes with room and board. I just want to get out of here. I don't, sorry. Shucks, well if you hear anything, please let me know. Will do. Manure. Garden? Man, how do I forage? Alright, I guess that's all that's here. Let's try to go to Breadwood. Off the trail's shoulder, you see some ancient petroglyphs carved into a rock. We ignore them. Oh, you know a town's gone to pot when the horses are drunk. Doesn't... Breadwood Mayo. The Buttery Biscuit Bunkhouse. Nothing that way but thousands of trees. How do we get our foraging up? Here's a bunkhouse. Flush it just for fun. Hell yeah. This guy seems very focused on his beard growing. This guy's just chilling by the fire. It must not be a very good fire. Howdy, stranger. I'm Hobart Boopert. You're what? Oh, I mean, hi, Hobart. I'm Victoria Williams. You seem like the traveling sort. Mind doing a fellow a favor? What's the favor? Thing is, my only dream in life is to see an old skeleton. An owl skeleton. That's quite a dream. I heard they've got one at the petting cemetery, but... The what? Petting cemetery. Is that what it sounds like? Exactly what it sounds like. But see, I ain't got the meat for a ticket. You want a loan? Nah, I got no prospects of paying it back. But I got a camera, and I figure if I went to the cemetery, you could take a picture of their owl skeleton and bring it back to me. Sure, I'll do that. Great, thanks a bundle. We got an owl camera. He marks the location of the petting cemetery. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, owl will be back. Owl, okay, owl will be back. Owl. Obviously. It's another Stephen King reference. Pet Cemetery. I must not have caught the first one. It's probably dangerous to interrupt this. This guy is grimly washing dishes. He notices you looking and waves you away, irritated. Just two old friends reminiscing about good times and occasionally showing one another their guns in a non-threatening way. Well, well, looks like some poor son of a biscuit wandered into town. Howdy, cake sucker. Wow, geez, rude and baffling. Get used to it. We like our cousin here in Breadwood. Sure, fine, but cake sucker? We also like our breads and bread-related products. So I've noticed. Ask about the guy washing the dishes. That muffin lover ran up a tab he couldn't pay off, so now he gets to wash dishes. Some of them dishes I've been saving for just such an occasion. How much does he owe? 150. Let's talk about something else. About that dish guy. I'll pay. You're even dumber than I assumed, but whatever. You can tell him he's free. Alrighty. Sure, I'll buy a drink. Redwood bourbon. Hey, I paid off your tab. You're free. Huh? What'd you do a thing like that for? I was just feeling charitable, I guess. Well, thanks, but I don't know how to do pretty much nothing except washing dishes. Nothing at all? Well, I can also wash clothes and I can play the washboard. That's pretty much it, though. Well, there's plenty of job opportunities opening up in dishwater. Why don't you try your luck out there? Well, all right, it's worth a shot. Thanks, pal. Good luck. Good luck. What are these guys up to? The man with the black hat has a huge pile of meat in front of him. The man with the white hat looks broken sad. What you playing, fellas? Pharaoh. But I wouldn't say we're playing. I'd say we did play until this cowpoke ran out of money. The man in the white hat grumbles. How does it work? It's easy. You bet 50 meat, and then you name as many pharaohs as you can. Every time you name one, I give you 20 meat. Wait, what? Those are the rules? How did this guy lose all of his meat to you? He's real bad at it. I'll give it a try. Alright, partner. Start naming pharaohs. Tutankhamun. Well, everybody knows that one. What else you got? Uh-oh, you don't actually know the name of any more pharaohs. Maybe you can get away with just making some up. How about Sanosimkar? He grumbles and hands you your winnings. How about Ptafinkar? That's all I got. Tables closed, get lost. Whatever you say. Trading post. A lasso disables target for 2 rounds. Sure, we could use a lasso. Locks and how to pick them. Yup. Modern snake oiler. Yup. Monkey wrench. Ooh, I kind of want to say yep. And also mushroom plucking pliers. This is a pair of delicate pliers designed for plucking mushrooms without knocking loose all of the important spores and stuff. Sulfur match. Wet boots. These boots are uncomfortable to wear, but you could probably walk across hot coals in them and not even feel it. Well, let's grab a monkey wrench. And I think that's gonna do it. And we should totally read this. There's a free sample of a cologne that says it'll make your spleen bigger. Give Big Spleen a perk that lets you consume more potions in a day. I don't really consume all that many potions. There's an article entitled Debilitating Toxins, Where Are They Now? Bad medicine, a combat skill that will reduce a target's moxie. There's a fold-out chart listing all of the hottest new poisons. Gives Expert Poisoner a passive skill that multiplies the amount of poison you apply to an enemy when you poison them. I'm gonna go with the Poisoner. Maybe postcards to your family would be a good thing. We sent one off already. Unfortunately, you get so distracted thinking about new kinds of poison that you misplace the magazine. Rats. Doesn't do anything. This is a little pile of random dried weeds folded up in a sachet of paper. Garbage stored in garbage, essentially. Doesn't do anything. That's really funny. Where's our, there it is, locks and how to pick them. Read it. Yes! After you're done reading it, you donate it to a local orphanage. Soon, those orphans will be able to make their escape. Go, orphans, go! Great. Just great. What's the guffin? A wad of some kind of goblin bread. It doesn't look very appetizing, like a soft gray potato. Increases your nothing by 0 for the rest of the day. That description's just for the cops. Oh. Alright. Well. Cool. Dishwasher wanted. There's a note on it that says, see bartender for darts. We don't take kindly to strangers. Stranger, don't need your kind round here. Did you say need or need? Ha 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 ha. Well, anyway, ain't got no darts. Dang it. Alright, let's go to the Mayo. Hey! Howdy, Mayor. I'm Victoria Williams, here on behalf of the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company. We need to build a bridge in a hurry, so I'm here to cut a deal with you for the lumber. Alright, I believe we can scrape together that much wood, but what sort of down payment are you offering? Oh, I sort of expected you would just bill us. You want that much lumber with no payment up front? Are you serious? I can probably offer you free train rides. I do enjoy a nice train ride, but that deal would be a real problem, and I've already got 7 problems to worry about. Oh? Mayor glances at a list of problems posted on the wall and paces around nervously. Offer to help with his problems. See you later, Bunnelly. Maybe I could help you with some of your problems. Oh, thank you. I certainly welcome any assistance you can offer. Look at the problems board. You glance at the problems board, which offers a selection of current issues as well as a dire warning. Which problem do you want to offer to help with? The missing mail, the overdue book, the logging permit, the soup shortage, the skeleton raids, the stolen yeast, the missing bread. The overdue book seems so important because we all, overdue books. Like that's a thing anymore. You glance at the problems board, which offers a selection, blah, blah, blah. Our library's got only 4 books, so it's serious business when someone doesn't return one. Our records say it was loaned out to a lady of the name of Alexandria. That was a couple of mayors ago, so I don't know her, but we've got an address. Alexandria Ranch. Okay. The table has no mail on it. It's Breadwood's meager selection of library books. Soup. Bereft of soup. Currently absent supply of militia yeast. And Breadwood's bank was apparently small enough to fail. Let's help with the missing mail, too. Our last batch of mail never got here. We don't know if something happened to the mailman or what. Go talk to Reginald in the bunkhouse. He used to be a mailman, so he can tell you where to start your search. In the bunkhouse. Okay. Let's go to the bunkhouse and talk to Reginald. This guy seems very focused on growing his beard. Howdy, are you Reginald? Who the Fakosha are you? Name's Victoria Williams. The mayor's got me investigating some missing mail. Said you could give me a line to where to start looking. Oh, yeah, all right. I gave up being a mailman a couple years ago, but I doubt they've changed the system much. All the mail headed here used to go through a way station just southwest of here. I'll mark it on your map. Cool. So we got 2 new areas. Oh yeah, and the petting cemetery. You see a flash of light in a dark copse of trees off to the side of the trail, and smell the tang of ozone. 3 electrified cow skulls float out in the woods and surround you. Hide under Spooky? No, we attack them. Bang, bang, bang.
Big.
Oh, I wonder if we can bone saw them because they're skulls. They really hurt us. Thank you, Viper2005, for the follow. Much appreciated. Makes me happy. Hope to make you happy in return with streams and puppy dreams. We should heal. That wasn't much healing. I love that she just tosses it on her head. Oh, I can't. Okay, no problem. We definitely need to heal. We might die. I hope we don't die, but we might die. Very rude. I think we'll shoot. I should heal. I feel like if I shoot, well, how much damage is it? He has 12 left, so he will live and he'll hurt me, so I need to heal. I think that was the right call. He's gone now. And he is gone now. Cool. You really brought the thunder down on those lightning cows. An infernal soul fragment and cow fangs. The hell does an infernal soul fragment do? A wispy, tattered little bit of infernal cow spirit just hanging out on the side of the pail going boo boo. An insubstantial piece of infernal cow. I guess we'll leave it for now. For centuries we ate them. These teeth are proof that they've decided it's their turn. Alright, cows have fangs now. It says Postal Service property. No trespassing. Trespass. Stack of old newspapers. There's an undelivered letter underneath to Roy Bean. You look at the address and jot it down on your map. We discovered Roy Bean's House of Justice and Jelly Beans. We got a blank postcard. Old newspapers. Somebody has removed all the funnies, so there's literally no reason to care about them. There's an article about how they had to change the name of Boot Hill Cemetery to Reboot Hill Cemetery because of all the skeletons in there coming back to life. The cabinet is full of maps, but you have no idea what any of them mean. Maybe you could ask about it at the post office in Dirtwater. Yeah, maybe. You don't even want to know what bureaucratic processes were involved in the placement of this outhouse. Okay. Well, we got some mail. We've got a letter to Roy Bean. So let's go back to Breadwood. Well, actually, before we do that, let's go to Alexandria's ranch. You see a partly burned military signpost. Off the side of the trail, it says Fort Treason. But the part that says how far away it is burned off. You ride in the direction of the arrow for about 40 feet and see the fort. Apparently it was 40 feet away. You discover it. We'll leave that for later. Oh, we got angry cows. There's no way past these cows except through these cows. I guess we have to fight some cows. They're not too strong. I'm sad that I have to hurt these cows, because I don't want to hurt these cows. Those cows look pissed. They do. I'm sad, but we got a cow tongue. So that's great, I suppose. Wow, this place has really been blown to pieces. An overdue Breadwood book. We got the overdue book. Modern snake oiler. It's a steel vault door. It's a cannonball. You pick up the cannonball and inspect it. There's an inscription that you can mostly read. It says the cannonball came from Fort Treason and it's got the address stamped right on the surface. This bombardment was done by the army. The horror. The horror! Doc Alyse has been out of booze for far too long. There's a military cemetery near here. The territory is military cemetery? Hush, this is important. We're talking about a very large graveyard filled with the skeletons of soldiers. Oh yeah, that could be bad. Yeah. What do you think we should do next? Looks like we're gonna have to fix some things for the mayor if we want the lumber. Yeah, let's head back to Breadwood. You pass by two skeletons who are facing each other with their arms akimbo in the traditional shootout stare-down pose. Alright. We got the jump on them. Immune to poison. We got a handful of loose teeth and a skeleton bone. Hey, buddy. Were you able to find that missing library book, or well, half of it? Well, that's a real bagel biter. Oh well, everyone mostly skipped the words and just looked at the pictures anyway, and mostly just the bottom half is of the pictures, so that's alright. At least the captions are still there, I guess. Any sign of the missing mail? Not yet. The mayor glances at the list of problems on the wall and paces around nervously. We did find some missing mail, though. What's the skeleton raids? There's a military cemetery not far from here, and I figure something must have happened to the caretaker because the military skeletons keep wandering out this way and causing a ruckus. Any sign of the missing mail? Our only option is not yet. Did you sort out the trouble at the cemetery? Not yet. Let's offer to help with all of his problems, but not do any of them. I really like that idea. The logging permit. Let's do the missing bread. The Baker boys cleared our bank right out, and there's not a bit fabulous, if you ask me. Fortunately, they haven't been too secretive about the location of their hideout. Can you get our bread back? I mean, this place is called Breadwood. We have to have some bread. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Let's just offer. We're just offering to help. We're not going to help. We're just offering to help. We're running out of trees around here and need to expand our operation a bit. Problem is, we need a logging permit from the next town, and the whole place up and died before the paperwork was settled. The town died? Okay. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Soup shortage. We keep a municipal soup kitchen open to help those who are down on their luck, which is pretty much everybody around here, but we've run out of soup and need someone to go fetch some more soup stock load. He gives you a stack of bread bowls to carry the soup in. You discover soup stock load. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. But I will offer. The stolen yeast. We take our yeast supply very seriously here in Breadwood, and that dang yeasty gang made it off with the whole lot. A couple of fellas said they saw them loitering around the old brewery, so that's probably where they've made their hideout. We need that yeast back. All right. Well, we have... Let's read this. Let's read this. Bad medicine, a combat skill that will reduces the target's moxie. Quick on the draw, increases your speed. Big spleen, a perk that lets you consume more potions in a day. Let's do quick on the draw. Then you notice that you also can't see the you practice the technique described in the article until you're moving so quickly that you can't even see yourself. Then you notice that you also can't see the magazine. You must have dropped it somewhere while you were moving so fast. Whoops. Alright, we have a lot we can do next time. I think I'm going to end it right here today. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream. Let's see who we can riggedy raid.